Yo, hey, if you're seeing this, it's because I decided I'm gonna re-record the discussion I had earlier on stream, but I decided I'm gonna keep the stream recording because, it's honest, it's open, it's me, shooting the shit, and it's just, I don't want to try and sugarcoat words. Also, just as a precaution, I'm making this intro, so, just in case any words get lost in translation, this is a positive video. Like I said before, earlier, at the start of 2026, I decided to be more positive going forward. And as I'm doing the new endgame mode, which more thoughts on that later on, I decided I want to talk about this. All the new reveals from Star Rail, ZZZ, Wolfing Waves. I think it's a good thing. I think it's very exciting for the future going forward. I love this. And I want to spread some positivity. That's all I want to do. I love the space, I love the people in it, the chatters I've communicated with, the comments I've read and responded to. Yes, even the ones who do call me ugly and stupid, I do read those. Yes, I do cry a little bit at night every single time. Thanks. I'm just very hyped for the future of not only all 3 games, but the games going forward. Like Arnas Enfield, I don't think I could be anything but positive for that. And I want you guys to be as well. I want to share the positivity I'm feeling right now. And hopefully, you can share it with me, you can share it around your respective communities. Let's all come together, because these games, even though, yes, there are some stinkers, they are good in their own right. Anyway, enjoy this clip. Hopefully, you're not offended by anything I say. And if you are, then, hey, that's just me being open and honest. And that's what you want. That's what you deserve. You deserve my respect. Or you deserve me to be respectful enough to be open and honest with you. And vice versa. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of the clips. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one. I don't have to start this off. It's like, alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Here's how we're going to start this video. We're going to start with a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day wherever you are. Here's the video. So today's topic, I'm excited about this one. We are going to be discussing a good thing. No, fucking... Here's the problem I got with intros, right? Here's my big problem with intros. I suck at making them. It's better if I just go Ultra Instinct, just start yapping and see what happens. So we're doing this live. Hi, how you doing? Don't forget to, tune in someday. I want to talk about my New Year's resolution. It's to be hopeful in 2026. Doom posting's a thing of the past. It's cringe. It's fine for like a short burst, but it gets draining over time. I'm being hopeful, and that's why today I've got 3 different tabs: Wolfing Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero. You might have seen a common factor right there. Who are these new characters? Well, I'm glad you've asked. Even if you didn't, you asked right now. Please, it will make sense. I want to talk about why I think they've released them all so soon. See here, January 2nd, January 1st, January 2nd, January 2nd. We've even got leaks for her. By the way, 2.6 beta, that's pretty good. And I want to tell you why I think they've done this. Now, you might be there, sitting down, cynically thinking, well, they just want to compete against each other, Gacha revenue, oh my god, all out war, Wolfing Waves didn't really make that much, blah, blah, blah. You're wrong. I'm going to tell you why. Because that line of thinking is very dangerous and outdated. Look, we are 3 days into 2026. Start being positive, you little fucker, or else I will be positive for you. That is a threat. I don't know how it's a threat, but it is. Now, I'm very excited for this. I've talked about this previously, and if you aren't aware, it was live, that's why. You should tune in, otherwise you lose the bit of context. As much as I like the design of her, the idea, big cool mecha, if we go down real quick, where was it? She's a mecha. I'm not going to do this whole dissection thing, just know that she looks really cool. Like a Firefly-esque scenario, but she's a fusion sword wielder. Now, I don't need one of those. I've got Looper, I've got Chang Li. My fusion team's pretty good. Same with Mornier, Fusion Broadblade. I don't need that. But Luke is probably special, and I'll explain why. So if I go to my teams real quick, I don't have a Zanny. Nowhere do you see Zanny. I don't have Phoebe. I was almost tempted to get Phoebe because a video way back when I got a subscriber, and I said, hey, if this gets 1 subscription or 1 subscriber, I will just try. I lost to 50-50. Thank you, Lin Yang. You prick. So I'm looking forward to Luke, because then I can have a full Spectro team, especially because I've got Linnae and Showkeeper. Is what it is. Now, if we go back into this, Star Rail. Now, we are all aware of Star Rail's big problem right now, and that is the rising political tension between China and Japan. I'm not going to get into it because I am woefully uninformed, and honestly, that would just be disingenuous for me to try and make speculation when I don't know enough. What I will say is 4.0 can't be any worse than 3.0 because it's not going to have sight reading in it. So there we go. Hate jokes aside, I am excited. Now, I've seen a bit of negativity here because, oh, it's a general for the Zhanshou Lofu. We're going back to the Zhanshou. 100 years of Zhanshou Lofu, all that stuff. I think she's fine. Looks a bit like Dvalin from Genshin Impact, Storm Terror? Yeah, Storm Terror. But more so than that, she appears to be elation. Now, if I can go back, I can. We've also got Sparksy, which, as you can probably guess by looking at the chat, not a Sparkle Simp is going to change her name to not a Sparksy Simp. But don't let that fool you, she is a huge simp. A little bit like Monokuma-esque, by the way. I said I wouldn't do this dissection thing, but here we are doing a dissection thing. I'm getting to the point, by the way. I am getting to the point. I just want to touch on these briefly. Same with ZZ. We knew about the Angels of Delusion for quite a while. But now we're actually seeing them. We've teased some more here, like co-op mode. We've got some more here. Angels of Delusion once again. Here's why I think... Sorry, I'm laughing at a comment. Here's why I think they have released it all at the same time. Because it's hype as fuck. Regardless of whether you love Wuthering Waves, hate ZZZ and HSR, you love CZZ, hate HSR, Wuthering Waves, and, the same for HSR and the other two. Regardless of that, it's hype as fuck. It's new characters teasing new regions, new patches and whatnot. 3.0 is probably one of the most hype I've been for Wuthering Waves in a long, long time. 4.0, like I said, can't be any worse than the later half of 3.x. And ZZZ, well, I like ZZZ. I love ZZZ even. It's a fucking good game. You probably know this by now if you're familiar with the channel. I love this shit. And I just don't want people to be, well, my reveals are better than your reveals, or your reveals suck, mine are superior, blah, blah, blah. Because let's be honest, Wuthering Waves has the better presentation of the two. In fact, HSR clearly has the worst because of, it's just pictures. But we'll see more further down the line. We have time to wait. And I think it's better to get it out now, so the interest has spiked a little bit. Give it like a week or two. That goes down. Release a new thing and it goes back up. See what the Elation Path specifically does. Me too. Even if you... That's another thing as well, Denzel. Great, glad you pointed out. Even if you don't really pay attention to HSR, or say you're a former player looking to get back into it, this could be good. Me, for example, I've taken a bit of a break from Star Rail, thankfully. Oh my god, needed that break. I'm excited to see what Elation is. I'm not excited to see everything catered towards Elation, but hopefully they prove us wrong. So I bet it starts in a few days anyway, so they kind of had to get drip out. That too. Now, you might think of this as me trying to spread some form of toxic positivity, like, oh, we have to, think positively about this. I don't see how we can't not think positively. There's no point looking at a reveal of, say, the Angels of Delusion and going, why'd you reveal that? That fucking sucks, man. There's no point looking at Dr. Luke and going, it's cool and all, but where's my gathering wives? Like, it's just a dude. Or seeing this, seeing Fusion Sword and going, well, why would I give a shit about this when I have Chang Li? I don't see how we can't not be positive. If you're trying to be negative about this, I'm sorry, you're just a miserable, sad cunt. There's no two ways about it. You are just miserable looking for an excuse to hate on something that is hype as fuck. There's no two ways around it. And that's the purpose of this video, the message even. Is just, can't we be excited for things again, please? I know I am. I'm so looking forward to this. And hey, maybe you don't like any of this. That's cool. But don't go out and try and shit on things that other people enjoy. It's really easy to just not be a twat. All I've got to say. And if you feel offended by this, 2 things. 1, if the shoe fits. 2, maybe try not to be miserable. I don't know. What do you think? Be toxically positively towards Sparkle. I said that, butchered that. Holy fuck. This whole thing, I've yapped too much. My brain's just going too fast. Let me try and slow it down. I feel like we're getting lost in the sauce real quick. Basically, be happy. Game is good. More game is better. Can we agree on that? Yes? No? Hopefully? That's all I've got, really. Just, I thought I'd share my positively hypeness with everybody. Because, let's be honest, I love gaming, you love gaming. Why would we hate on things that are good for games? Am I right? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Exactly. More game equals more gambit equals more happy. That is a dangerous message now that you've said it out loud. Or I've said it out loud for you. Actually, hold up. Let's wind that back a bit, Denzel. I've just said, let's try not to be toxic positivity. Try not to spread that. You've said, no, I'm going to do that. You were a part of this conversation right now. Did I get lost in the sauce somewhere? This always happens. I'm like, okay, that's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay refreshing. And then it's like 3 minutes later and I'm still yapping. In fact, no, we might keep yapping just a little bit. I can't not express just how excited I am for this era of gaming right now. Okay. Look, let me put this a different way, man. I can't stop somebody from being toxically positive. Yeah, I've said that right. No, Sparkle, I realize what you're doing. Shut up, you're already excited for this. Exactly, Denzel. 2026 is a good year for gaming, and I don't want you, yes, you watching this, to be miserable through all of it, because that's just a waste of a year. It's a waste of a life, even. People are thinking, oh, bro, it's a gacha game, it's not that deep. All games have meanings. Yes, some games are deeper than others. Looking at that, Sparkle, that's actually kind of what I want to get across. That's kind of a point I want to get. Look at you right now. You are excited for something new. And that's how it should be. People should be excited for things. I don't agree with people looking at this and going, you're excited for this game? Ew. Why? Let people be excited. If you look at this and you go, well, I'm excited about this game, but this person isn't, clearly, fuck them. No, that's just a bad attitude. I've said it before and I've said it again. I am not a little terrorist. Oh, you meant her. Okay. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to use Wuthering Waves as an example, okay? Let's say we're both excited for... We both love Wuthering Waves, okay? We both love Wuthering Waves. I've made my love known for it. You've commented your love for it. Cool. I look at Amy... I look at Amaranth. Sparkle, shut up. I'm trying to make a point and you just go like, I love terrorists. Especially when they're cute. Stop. Look at Amaranth, okay? I could look at her and go, okay, she's a fusion sword wielder, but like I said before, I don't need a fusion sword wielder because I have Changli, therefore I'm skipping. Now you could look at this and you could look at her and go, I love Amaranth. She's a fusion sword wielder. My fusion team is going to be insanely OP. And I could turn around and go, you know what, that's great for you. And you could turn around and go, well, you fucking suck for not wanting her. What's the point? What's the point? We both like the same game. We're just excited for different things. We both want different things, but we both love the game. We both want this game to be good. Same with ZZZ. I'm not excited about the Agents of Delusion. That's cool. You might be. I'm going to turn around and go, well, you fucking suck for liking these characters. Ew. You might look at HSR and go, ew. Ew. But it's just draining, bro. It's just, what's the point? You know? I love Honkai Sparkle Rail. Honkai Sparkle Fail, more like. Ayo. Denzel, you're right. Hoyo Shill says Kuro was bad. Kuro Shill say Hoyo sucks. These games have a lot of the same issues, but if you really enjoy the game, you can be objective and still have fun. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to be positive. I don't have the time and the energy for negativity, dragging down excitement for the games I like. And hopefully you don't as well. Hopefully you agree. And if you agree, subscribe. Road to 1,000 subs. We're going to play Genshin Impact when we hit 1,000, by the way. It's going to be great. It's a whole marathon. Anyway, that is going to be it. Hopefully, no one else has chimed up, so I'm going to assume we're done, okay? That's cool. End of the video. For real this time. I said we're going to end the video, and it's been 7 minutes later, okay? We're done. Goodbye. Like, comment, subscribe, stay refreshed, and all that good stuff. Bye-bye.